Today I want to talk to you about why most YouTube channels never grow. You see, guys, most YouTube channels don't fail because of bad luck. They fail because of a few mistakes that everyone make in their YouTube journey at one point or the next. They quit too early. You see, guys, when you're just getting started on YouTube, most of us get caught up in that early stage of planning and trying to have the perfect setup, trying to get the perfect gear, the perfect microphone, the perfect camera. And then when you eventually reach to the point where you start to post, you post 5 video, you post 10 video, and then you expect massive results, and especially in no time. And that is totally understandable. Because I must tell you, when you're just getting started out on YouTube or as a YouTuber up until this day, in order for you to be successful on YouTube, you have to sustain long term. And to be able to sustain long term, you need to find a routine. You need to find a way to fit YouTube into your day to day life. It has to fit in just like you getting up and taking a shower, brushing your teeth, doing your work chores, cooking dinner, spending time with family, whatever it is, it has to fit in within your day to day lifestyle. That's the only way you'll be able to sustain this long term. And you see, guys, if you just post a few videos here and you don't have that routine, that discipline that you will say, okay, I'm going to post 5 videos per week, I'm going to post 3 videos per week for the rest of the year, then you'll realize that if you just leave it like, okay, I'm going to make a YouTube video this week, I'm going to make 2 next week, I'm going to make another 2 next month, the consistency is not there. It's not enough data for YouTube to gather enough data about your channel. You see, guys, you need to be consistent. And consistency means that you have to show up. And that's why I always recommend people, if you're going to be a YouTuber, if you're going to start a channel, you want to be in this for the long term. Don't expect overnight results. And I want to share with you something. When I just started out on YouTube, I thought to myself, when I make 100 videos, I was going to blow up on YouTube. And the harsh truth is that, guys, after making 100 videos, this 100 videos that you will make is just about enough for YouTube to get a real volume of data about your channel and about your ideal audience so that they know who they can push out your videos to. Just keep that in mind. So making 10 videos, 20 videos and not seeing any results, not seeing any video go viral, not getting enough subscribers is not enough for you to achieve success on YouTube. Yes, there are creators out there who make 1 or 2 video or make, let's say, 5 videos, and you can see that they magically blow up, get enough subscribers and views. Guys, this does not happen overnight. And this is not random. These guys spend years of learning the YouTube game, knowing the strategy about what gets clicks, understand the hooks that people will gravitate to once they start to watch the video, and they learn how to keep the viewers watching. So there's so much that goes into this that you have to learn over time. And for you just starting out, you don't want to pressure yourself by being an expert. I can tell you, I've achieved quite a bit of success on YouTube. And I'm not an expert in no shape or form. I am just a person who have gathered enough experience over time. And I just want to share them with you. And so, guys, but you have people out there who have learned the craft how to make videos, especially if they're making faceless videos. They know the type of hooks, they know how to basically make videos, they understand storytelling, and they know how to keep the viewers watching. But if you're starting out in a niche where you just want to do something, it could be tutorials, it could be making videos just like this, you don't need to stress or bother yourself too much about being perfect. All you need to do is to start where you are with what you have, and I mean in your gadgets, whatever you have. Start with your smartphone, start with your whatever you have, and be consistent. Consistency is what is going to make you achieve the success in the long run, and you have to be disciplined about this. And I say all of this to say that Most people quit YouTube right before YouTube even managed to gather enough data about their channel. And yet, you might just look at it and say, but Andrew, 100 videos is a lot to make. I don't have the time and dedication to put in YouTube for this. I don't see how I can make 100 videos. Do you want to know how much videos I currently make on YouTube right now? Of course, I'm in a different space. But for myself, over the last 2 to 3 years, I've managed to record over 10,000 videos. Yes, I have managed to record over 10,000 videos. I have multiple channels and we're publishing more than 30, more than 40 videos every single day across different channels. And it's so, guys, you can understand that in the beginning, when I just started out and start to learn the YouTube game, I knew that in order for me to succeed on YouTube, I have to think about YouTube long term. I have to think about within my lifestyle so that I can be consistent, because I know that if I stick with it over a longer period of time and see YouTube as a long term project, something that I want to do for a long time, then I will achieve success at one point or the next. They change direction too often. And this is one of the things that I've seen people do so many times. People change up their content too often. Today, you're a gamer, playing games and connecting with people, right? Tomorrow, what you're doing, making tutorial videos. The next day, you're making finance videos. And the next month, you're making videos about motivation. Guys, you need to have consistency, not only for your audience, but also for YouTube. If you're going to change up your content too often, YouTube will not understand. You're just confusing. The algorithm will not know which direction you're going, who your ideal audience is. You simply can't change up your content too much. And that's why I said that you need to think about this long term. Think about this. I need to give YouTube at least 100 videos within that specific niche. You need to give YouTube 100 videos that are related so that they can know what this channel is about and who your ideal audience is, so that they can show those videos to these people. That's how your channel and your videos are going to start get recommended to the ideal people who are gonna then watch and also subscribe. So how do you expect that if you change up your content, YouTube is gonna know who to feed it to? See, you need to be consistent. They focus on views instead of improvements. And I'm gonna use this as an experience, something that I can say that I've done. And I'm sure every YouTuber at one point or the next does this. In the beginning, you are in YouTube, you want to succeed. I know you're so pumped up and want to grow on YouTube, and all you do every single day is open up your analytics. You know, when you post a video, you open your analytics, check how much views you get, how much subscribers you get, and you're just dying to reach that 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers so that you can get monetized, so you can earn. Instead of focus on the journey. And what do I mean about the journey? Focus on getting better day by day, month by month. Focus on improving every single video you make. And why I say focus on these small little things is because when you're getting started on YouTube, the one thing you don't want to do is to spend forever or spend a long time trying to plan and prepare to try to have the perfect setup, the perfect niche, the perfect video, the perfect whatever you're going to do to get started. You don't want to get stuck in that phase of spending too much time. Want to find the perfect time to get started. You want to start where you are right now with whatever you have. That makes the journey so much sweeter, so much better, because when you start right now with what you have a length of time to be creative, to be inspired, to improve, to learn. And if you're in this for the long term, guys, there is no way, it is impossible that you will not improve and you will not succeed over time. And so you want to enjoy the journey. And I can tell you, for myself, I think about when I just get started, how I used to watch every single video and to see how much views I get. And track every single month how much watch hours I'm getting, how much subscribers I'm getting until I reach monetization. And I reach monetization and I get accepted and I start to make money and then I still continue to track different things. But after some time, when you start to make money, you realize that it's not really about these views and these things. It is so much more about what you evolve your journey when you look back at where you start and where you are today. And I will give you a typical example. I am so grateful that YouTube have allowed me to, let's say, like to hear my voice now. Before, guys, I never used to like to hear my voice. Yes, I like to speak to someone, but if I ever hear a recording or watch a video of myself speaking, I used to feel so like I didn't want to hear it. And why? I have no idea. But I had that feeling that I just never liked to hear my voice. And guess what? Can you believe that a person who didn't really like to hear their voice record over 10,000 videos? How was I able to do that? And I'm telling you, I'm really happy about the journey. And for me, this is the most important thing. Because yes, you will make the money and you will eventually reach all of these goals that you have set. But the journey is where you should focus on to enjoy that journey every single moment, every single time that you improve. And this is going to get you a far way because you're going to realize that you're going to improve the way how you speak in your video. You're going to improve your confidence. You're going to improve your hooks eventually. You're going to improve your video description, your SEO, your title. You're going to improve every single thing about your videos. And before you know it, you look at where you are now to where you were and you realize how far you have come. You realize no, you realize, oh, I started with my phone. Now I have a really nice camera. I have a really nice mic. Look at my setup. And you go back and you watch your videos 2 years ago and you're like, whoa. You know, you just see like, I can't believe I reached to this point. And especially if you start to succeed, you're going to feel really good in yourself. You're going to feel so valued. And this is something that I've cherished and I really want you guys to know that you have to enjoy the journey. Start where you are because it makes it even sweeter. You don't want to have the perfect camera. If you start with the perfect camera right now, when you look back at your videos 1 year from now, you're not gonna say, oh my God, look at what I started with. You know, all these different things. And of course, it just make the whole experience so much better and feel so much more valued. I'm telling you, they underestimate how long it takes. You know, I want to speak openly and honestly about this. A lot of people who started out on YouTube expect results, expect success too fast. And one of the reasons for this is social media. A lot of successful creators out there, they share their success life and they're just giving you the highlight of success. And honestly, if you buy into this fully, it can really set you up for failure. It could really set you up for this disappointment. And you don't want to do this, guys. Honestly, you have to understand that as a content creator, it doesn't matter who you're watching and who are successful, you're gonna have to go down this journey by yourself because there's a lot that you have to take into consideration. You have to take into consideration your current lifestyle and your current situation. You have to take into consideration, okay, am I a single person? Do I have a family? How much time can I dedicate into YouTube per day? Do I have a full-time job like myself who have a full-time job and can only put in a few hours in the evening here and there? Comparing to someone else who maybe don't have any deep responsibilities, they don't have a child, they don't have a full-time job, they can just do YouTube and put in as much effort into it. And on top of that, you have to understand that you have to have the mindset that you're going to be in this for the long term. YouTube can take months, if not years, before you reach monetization. And after you reach monetization, this is just the beginning because now you have to continue to grow your audience. Now you have to continue to scale your business, your YouTube channel, whatever it is. Now you have to find new and innovative ways how to increase your branding. You have to think about a whole lot of things. And everybody kind of go down a different path here and there based on how they feel, based on how they think. And so you don't want to get caught up in that mindset that, oh, I'm going to achieve YouTube success right away. Oh, I'm going to get monetized within 6 months. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. Right. You don't want to do that. And I want to share with you one of the mistakes that I've made. When I just get monetized, right? For the first, I think I got monetized back in June in 2023, right? And after I get monetized in June, what really happens for me is that the rest of the year, I make less than $500, like $200, 300, 400, 500, something thereabout. And the following year, my earnings just start to skyrocket, thousands of dollars from YouTube monthly. And guys, the following year, I expect, okay, if I had that growth in the after the first year, then this year the growth must compound again to another level, making me another couple $1,000s. And I was so like nervous when I realized for the first quarter I didn't have that growth. And it takes me until a couple months in to realize, hey, this is a new level. Maybe I need to do something differently. Maybe I need to find new strategies. And I need to realize, and after some time, it makes me really realize that not because the first year compound like that, does that mean that the following year I'm going to have that growth. But these things happens, right? And so sometimes we see some historical data that we have or see from people and their experience, and we try to compare it to ourselves and basically think that the same is going to happen for us. It happens with our journey with to monetization. It happened with the earnings that we have. It happened with so many other things in life. Not only YouTube, but in so many different ways this happened. And sometimes we just have to take a step back and just don't try to assume the results that's going to happen, because sometimes it sets us up for being disappointed. So, yeah, I think people really underestimate how long it really takes to grow on YouTube. And when you can have it in your mind that you're going to be in this for the long run, for the long term, it makes you much more mentally prepared if it takes longer than normal. They compare themselves to bigger creators. One thing you don't want to do, really, guys, is, as I said, comparing yourself to those larger creators. Creators who have 100,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, thousands of videos, and all these things. And I'm going to be honest, I have also done the same, right? I have a look at my channels because I'm in the tutorial space, and I look at how those other creators have that much video and they're making so much. And I start to push myself to have that much videos too. And when I reach to that amount of videos, let's say recording similar videos and have that amount of videos, even some of those channels I've exceed the amount of videos, I say to myself, how comes I'm not making as much as them? How comes I'm not getting as much subscribers as them? But what I didn't realize is that not because me and someone or some other creators have the same amount of videos making similar topics in the same niche, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be earning as much as they are earning. And on top of that, you have to also factor in that these content creators have years of experience. What I mean by that, you have years of experience, the channel is there on longer, for many more years than mine, and you have to factor these things into it, because once a channel is longer and they have videos published on their channel for a longer period of time, YouTube tend to, let's say, fancy those channels more, because these channels are well indexed, people know about them, and so much more. And YouTube just know what this channel is about. So once they post some videos, those videos will kind of go to the right audience. On top of that, you also will realize that, when you post similar videos like them, your videos may get a couple thousand views and your videos might get 5 or 10 views, maybe 20. And you're wondering, what the hell? Why my videos just get 5 views and they get a couple thousands? And so you have to understand that these channels are on for a longer time. They have more subscribers than you, and YouTube have fully indexed these channels so that whatever they post, they know the ideal audience, and they're going to push these channels that are on the platform longer anyways. So you don't want to compare yourself with other creators that are around longer than you, that have a larger channel. They're at a different point in their journey, and you don't want to do that. It's best to find someone who is on the same level or just a few subscribers more than you that you can somehow relate to. It's better to do that than to compare yourself to those larger creators. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't in any way. You can use those bigger creators as an inspiration to say, if I stick with this long term, if I stick with this long enough, I could potentially reach to that level or even exceed their level. So use it in that way, but not to compare yourself in your journey where you are with them right now. You're only setting up yourself for disappointment and you're setting up yourself for unnecessary stress. What I'm doing differently. And I just want to share with you what I'm actually doing differently because I've made quite a lot of mistakes myself. But there are things that I've been doing in my YouTube journey, in my business, outside of this channel, of course, that is actually helping me to sustain long term. So, guys, I must say that at this current point, I have built a team because of my success on YouTube. This have allowed me to be earning certain amount of money on YouTube per month that can now allow me to have a team. So I have editors, I have people who are recording for me, and I have channel managers, right? So these people are actually helping to run my business. So at this point, I'm just steering the ship, providing the ideas, providing the content, what needs to be done. And if I feel like record some key topics, I do, but I don't necessarily have to do that anymore. But this takes time for me to reach at this level and at this point in my YouTube journey. And as well, I still haven't quit my 9 to 5 job. At one point in time, I thought I was going to quit my 9 to 5 job and go full time. But I'm going to be honest, guys, at the moment, I still haven't quit my 9 to 5 job because it has helped me enormously when it comes to tax. When you earn money from YouTube, you have to pay tax in your country. At least in my country, I have to pay tax. And the fact that I have a team, I have also a lot of different expenses that comes with the business, and of course to pay people and so forth, keeping my 9 to 5 job as well really helps me to kind of ensure that I somehow minimize the amount of taxes that I pay because I already be paying for my 9 to 5 job. It also helped me to have multiple source of income. So how much I'm earning from my 9 to 5 job, that just fund my lifestyle on a month to month basis, while my YouTube business or my YouTube money is for constantly improving my business and to scale and to save and to invest and all these different kind of things. So at the moment, we're recording daily, we're posting consistently every single day. Different channels have different volume. Main channel is doing 15 to 20 videos publishing every single day. Other channels are doing 3 to 5 videos per day as well. So the consistency is there, the team is there, the system is there, and this is working out perfectly. And so at this moment, I don't necessarily have to quit the 9 to 5 job unless if somebody get on my nerves and I feel like, you know what, I have enough. But you get the general idea, guys. And so I'm just really enjoying the journey, enjoying the slow growth. This niche of being in the tutorial space, it doesn't happen overnight. I look at it from this perspective. I'm not going to get thousands of views on a one video and I'm going to have viral videos. I look at it that my videos are evergreen, they're useful, they're going to be valuable for the long run. They might get small amount of views, but my thousands of videos, these small amount of views, they accumulate and over the years they compound, especially when you're making thousands of videos and they're all relevant. The journey is amazing, the money is amazing, and of course you can understand how slow growth is better than just some viral spike where you have a few $100s here and then the next couple of days or months you make nothing. I rather to see steady baseline, steady growth, gradually going up than to have a spike and have something down the next day. I rather to have my business grow consistently like this and don't have to worry about inconsistency in my earnings and not sure how much I'm going to make next month, right? I rather have an idea, and this is where this kind of business comes in because it kind of helps me to easily predict how much I'll make next month because of the niche that I'm currently in. And so, guys, and I'm going to share this from my perspective, and I'm sure that it will relate to you. We don't have to be in the same niche. But the goal should never to go viral, but to be consistent over a long period of time and become better at what you do. This is going to allow you to eventually achieve the success that you want, and of course, to help you to eventually earn the money that you will earn. Don't worry about the virality. If it comes, it comes. But consistency over a long period of time gonna 100% ensure that you succeed on YouTube. It took me 3 years. I'm on YouTube for over 3 years now, but my YouTube journey started back in 2015. Starting, failing, until I eventually found something that I resonate with, that I love, that I can fit within my lifestyle, that I enjoy, and I know in my core that I can stick with this long term. And that's what you want to do. And so, guys, I just want to take the time to share this with you. And I really hope you found some value within this video. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, hit that subscribe button so that you'll never miss out when I release feature videos just like this one. Thank you, guys, and see you in the next video.